What happened there is a breach of national security. Imagine having these amount of firearms and ammunition on the streets of Belize City or anywhere in the country.
A burglary in the wee hours of this morning at the warehouse of Victor L. Bryant and Company, a supplier of firearms, netted thieves a sizable catch of firearms and ammunition. This morning, investigators visited a store on Chetumal Street, Belize City, as investigations continue. Commander of Operations, ACP Marco Vidal, provided details.
Just after 3:30, one of our officers for the ARC operation was conducting a post check in different areas within Belize City, Southside, when they came across an individual whose vehicle was searched. The same individual's vehicle was again searched by the bridge near Chetumal Street, known as the Chetumal Bridge. Around that time, they were alerted to some persons by Victor L. Bryant store. The officers then moved to the area where they discovered that the place had been burglarized. The owner was subsequently called, and who arrived and indeed confirmed that the place had been burglarized and that some firearms had been stolen from the stock at the place.
Quick police response led to the recovery of several of the firearms and ammo which had been stashed in different areas of Southside Belize City and Belama, including abandoned and bushy lots.
So far, the police has recovered 2 .22 revolvers, 3.38 revolvers as well, 5 12-gauge pump-action shotgun, and 2 .22 rifles. Also, in different areas, the police discovered 4,009mm rounds, 150.38 rounds, and 750 12-gauge cartridges. The investigation is still ongoing, and other areas are being searched at this time. A total of 9 persons are currently detained. One of these persons, his house was searched, where also drugs were found. I think just over 4 kilograms of marijuana was found, so he will also be charged for that offense.
Persons detained are known to police and suspected to be local gang members. Investigators are yet to establish whether the firearms and ammunition recovered are all that were stolen. In order to do so, the company will need to provide investigators with an inventory of the stock that is stored at the Zinc warehouse.
I have directed Senior Superintendent Ramirez, who is the officer in charge of the dangerous goods unit here in Belmapan, whose task it is to ensure that gun dealers are inspected on a regular basis. To go down to Belize City, he is currently in Belize City, and he is doing an inventory of Victor L. Bryant, as well as to do an in-depth inspection of the premises to see whether or not the premises is conducive to a place that should, where firearms are supposed to be kept, especially firearms in large quantity.
Investigators are reviewing surveillance footage of the burglary and footage from within the warehouse to establish whether 2 persons who are in police detention had visited the premises inquiring about prices of firearms.
There is information during investigation, as I said, that 2 individuals were seen prior to the actual burglary. I think 1 or 2 days prior, had visited the establishment and inquired about weapons. The surveillance footage is being reviewed, and as I said, the investigation is still ongoing, so that once that has been established as to who those persons are, then certainly it will add to the current investigation.
Did any alarm go off? Did they have any security on site to manage?
They have a security. The security lives on site, but from the position of where he resides and in relation to where the culprits entered, he would not have been able to have seen or heard the burglary.
According to investigators, the owner of the company reported to police a week ago that there was a separate burglary at the warehouse, but that no items were stolen. Hipolito, Novelo, News 5.